So I had this idea last night as I was falling asleep, and I've been wanting to add more color to my bedroom. So I thought about it and I was like, why not shop sustainably? Get an old wooden chair for my bedroom and paint it. So I haven't thought it through very much because I just thought of it last night, but I think I'm gonna go to a local consignment shop, check out their chair options later, and see if anything looks like cute and paintable potentially. So let's do it together. So this is my current desk setup in my bedroom, and this chair doesn't really go with this desk the best, and I'm gonna bring it downstairs to where I work more frequently because I love this chair. Yeah, so you can kind of envision a little painted chair right there. Not ready for the day, but I also actually, since it's a consignment furniture shop, I have no idea what the prices will be. I've never been there before, but if they have like a cute little desk and it's not that expensive, it could be worth getting since I don't love this one. Okay, so I'm getting in the car and heading over to this consignment shop that I've driven by so many times and I've never gone to, so see you there. Okay, so that was really different than I thought. It was like a consignment shop, like a vintage type of shop where they pick out furniture and like then it's really nice and it's used, but it's like marked up a lot. So it was way too expensive for what I'm looking to do. So I'm gonna try to, it also was not the shop I was thinking of. So I'm gonna try to go to that place and see where that takes me. Okay, so I drove to the store that I get paint because I have the chair in the back. I'll show you soon. I'm gonna go pick out what color I want to paint it. I'm actually really excited. I'm back. Okay, color reveal. I was thinking of I was gonna do one of these super light, like bright yellowy green colors. I just love these colors. But I figured for my room, actually, I just felt like it wasn't the right color because it doesn't go with a lot of the stuff in my room. Not that it has to be matchy-matchy, but I just got this feeling that this was the right color palette. And I went with this one in the middle, mulberry, and I got this little can of it. This is the chair. Chair reveal. So this is the chair I got. It was $5, which is insane. It's really comfortable to sit in. It might be kind of low. It's hard to tell about the height right now. So I'm putting this out to go underneath the chair so that if there are any drips, this will get it. I don't know where you got this. It was in my garage. It's kind of hard to lay it out. This feels like when you put down a beach towel and it's just not working. So I'm gonna prime it using this Peel Stop triple thick high build binding primer. This is what I had left over from when I painted my bathroom cabinets. So the primer is done, and it's at that point in the project where you wonder if you ruined a perfectly good chair. All I can say is that it's perfectly normal to feel that way, I think. even after having done a little painting project before, I still feel that way to a degree. And it doesn't have to be perfectly white either, at least I don't think it does. But yeah, usually you want to let your primer sit overnight. I'm still deciding if I'm going to do that. And I'm also deciding how and when I'm going to flip the chair over to get the bottom side. Because I've gotten basically everything except obviously I couldn't really get to the underside of the seat of the chair. Okay, so it's 2 days later. Yesterday, I was gonna paint the chair, but I realized I needed to prime the bottom still. And so I did that, and I just didn't have enough time to be able to let that dry fully. So I did that, and I just let it sit overnight, kind of just following the book, doing what you're supposed to do with that. And today, now I can paint it. Some progress. This is just the first coat. Also, if you hate this color, I know it's really bright and I know it's not for everyone. I love it. But just take whatever it is from this video as inspiration or even as a dislike. I actually find that figuring out what you like is just as important as figuring out what you don't like when it comes to kind of trying to figure out personal style, which I'm definitely still on that journey. I have a lot to learn, but this is kind of an experiment to me because I'm like, this is going out of my comfort zone, and so far I really like it. So it's kind of helping me understand my personal style better. So I've gotten 2 good coats on the chair, and now I kind of think that I might need to just let it sit because the places that I haven't been able to get to are kind of like the bottom and some of those areas. One of the things I'm really starting to love about this chair is that the kind of old school vintagey chair look with the bright, modern, playful color. I just think that it creates a really fun contrast within the piece itself. I don't know if that's giving myself too much credit, but I really like how it looks. And I also just want to put out there that part of my inspo for this chair came from the fact that I've seen similar things, but nothing quite like it. I guess my point here is that I've been trying to take a step back from like design trends and basically the generic, or not generic, that's maybe too harsh of a word, but what I've been seeing a lot on social media, and just thinking about what I like and kind of just taking it from there and worrying less about like what's trendy or what other people will think is good, and more about also how a piece not only looks but how it makes me feel. And that's kind of how I've been trying to approach it a little bit differently. I think thinking about it like that for a few days helped me come up with this idea. Hey guys, we made it to the last day of painting. I'm pretty excited. There's snow on the ground right now, which is kind of fun. And the chair looks good. I am super excited about how that looks. For this last day of painting, I brought the same 2 like mini foam roller brush and the kind of larger paintbrush I had from before. And I also brought this little, it's very long and it has a very small little top, paintbrush, because they're just some like smaller nooks and crannies that I want to be able to get in without having it look super messy. And sometimes when I use that big one that's like not the foam roller, it starts to look kind of messy and I don't like that. So I'm gonna get into the nooks and crannies today with this guy. I'm just using the little paintbrush to get into small areas like this. I wouldn't really be able to reach, and I wasn't able to reach with the foam roller, so So I have to admit, this is taking way longer than I wanted it to. It's turning into a pretty tedious task just because I keep seeing little like things about the paint that aren't quite right that I want to fix, and I'm being a little bit of a perfectionist about it. Yeah, I just took a break, I had some lunch, and now I'm back and I'm gonna try to finish it. So this is how it's looking now. I had to do a little run over the paint with the brush because the foam roller left like a weird texture I didn't want. It's just starting to get down to some of these smaller details, so little brush to the rescue. Hi. Wow. Wow. Not too shabby. There are definitely a few areas I can already see that might need a touch up, but it's time to bring this baby inside. Like you can kind of see in some areas where it just needs a little extra love. Back here it's looking pretty great, so I'm not in the mood to do that right now. I just want it in my room. So here it is in all of its glory. I think it looks great. I still don't love my desk, but I think that the chair adds so much to the space. It's not a perfect color match for this throw, which is kind of where I drew the inspiration for it from. This is a little bit more reddish. This has more blue in it. But since blue is like a fundamental color of my room, I also drew inspiration from this body pillow. The pillow and the blanket are both from Anthropologie. I really like the color and the way it kind of stands alone. This is a hefty chair, by the way. So you can really get a sense of kind of the like funkiness that this adds to the room that's otherwise a little bit more traditional and tamed. Definitely has like an artful quality to the rest of the room, but I think that this is just like the extra little bit of spunk and funk that I wanted. So this is already getting my ideas turning, getting my, what's the phrase? The wheels turning in my head for what to maybe do with the desk. I don't know if maybe I want to go find a consignment shop or like vintage shop, vintage desk or whatever. I really love how it turned out. Feels great to sit in. I'm just really pleased with it. I love how it looks. Also, excuse the mess in the room, that should go without saying, but I really like the way that it goes with the rest of the room. I think this color is so fun. Love it. I'm gonna wrap up this video from the chair, and thank you guys so much for watching. It was really fun to paint this whole chair, go through the process with you guys, and try. What was really fun for me was trying something out of my comfort zone that was new, super bright color in an otherwise pretty neutral room, and I love it. I love how it turned out. I'm super happy with it. I think the color is so fun and it adds so much personality to the room. It makes me feel like I'm stepping more into my own sense of style with home design, and that's very exciting to me. So subscribe, like this video, comment below what color you want to paint a chair. Why not? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!